So good afternoon, Raj.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And what about you?
I'm also good. Quite good.
Yeah. After a long time, we are meeting.
Yes,
So
yes. After long gap.
yeah, can we do our conversation? Can we start, or we should give little bit about introduction ourselves?
Yes, it's a better. If we give just a small intro.
Yeah. So would you?
Yes. So yes, I'm just giving first of all. So my name is Rashpal. I'm from UP, and my district name is Rampur. And I have completed my master with political science. And my hobbies are reading books, diary writings, and practicing yoga. So it is all about me.
Yeah. That's so, Raj. I have few questions regarding. I can say that learning English, because most of the people they are just thinking about learning English, but they are not taking any step, because whenever you will take first step, definitely it will be hard. So I'm just my question is for you that when did you think that you should start learning, and not only learning but speaking part, because most of the people they don't know about the English grammar, all the stuff, but they are not able to speak one sentence. So how did you think, or how did you start your journey?
Okay. So see, actually, I started my journey in the October last year because I knew about the grammar because I was preparing for the SSC exam in which the grammar is comes. So I was very much familiar with the grammar rules and regulations, whatever are there. But I was not so sure about having the conversation with the someone else. So someone suggested me to create the YouTube channel, and then I created, and I used to drop the message. I mean, drop the email ID, and I just start by having the session with the other co-learners, and I did the mirror practice, which I do even now too. So I started like that, and I think for that listening and readings and I think watching the podcast also help a lot. So I started like that.
Yeah, that's a great thing. And how did
Yes.
you start? As you told me that you knew the grammar, but the main obstacle is that speaking part. So how did you start speaking? Firstly, sentences, or did you start with your vocabulary words, or small structures? How did you start?
So well, in my case, as I mentioned that I knew the grammar, so I just record my own session. I mean, session means on the camera. I used to talk, and I used to, I mean, do the mirror practice, and I just, the filter out if I make the mistake. And after coming at the certain level, I start dropping the message to the those person who have the YouTube channel, and I used to talk to them. And but initially I asked them to not upload those sessions on the YouTube because I was not so certain whether I'm speaking in the correct way or not. And when I realized that yes, I'm at a certain level, and then I start my own YouTube channel, and I also uploading those sessions, and I think I have been practicing increasingly since then.
Yeah, that's great. Because when you think about speaking portion, so recently I met a person who was also like his initial stage, and I almost recorded 10 or 15 minute session, and then he told me that, ma'am, don't upload this video on YouTube channel because of his mistakes. And yeah, he was good, but there is little bit hesitation about mistakes, I can say that.
Yes.
So I didn't upload that session, but at least the best part is that that person was speaking, he had taken first initiative, so that was the best thing. Okay, so what about vocabulary? Because vocabulary is must, because if we don't have words, how we will converse to another person? So according to me, vocabulary is must. So how do you learn vocabulary?
See, in my case, I was not afraid of vocabulary because I have been reading the newspaper more than the 10 years. I mean, 8 decades. So my vocabulary is very huge. So I was not concerned about the vocabulary, but I was about just concerned about the judgmental. that how would people judge me if I speak in the wrong way. But now I'm realizing that how was I so stupid, just mistrusting on myself. Because until we break the comfort zone, because I was just in the comfort zone, I was just recording my own session. Just let's just assume, if I would have been doing the same things even now, so what would happen? I think breaking the comfort zone is the primary requirement to come on this board, because it's very important. Because if we speak with ourselves, so how will we make the improvement? Because when we talk to other persons, so then we will know that whether we are good at the English or not. Because just talking to the oneself and the 1%, 2% is not the right way. Just engage with as many as people we can engage, and this is the, I think, the right thing to, I mean, the bits of the English language, particularly spoken point of view.
Yeah. Vocabulary, because the vocabulary is a big challenge. As you told that vocabulary is not a big challenge for you, but sometimes what happens that people, they don't know best vocabulary. They have like bucket of vocabulary, I can say that, but whenever it comes to speak, so they forget all the stuff that, okay, if they know the word like gorgeous, okay, whenever it comes to speak, so they will speak like, okay, it is good. So these are
Yes,
the things, but definitely it will come with the practice. Whenever you will practice a vocabulary word in a day, or you will make at least 10 to 20 sentences with it, so then you will be able to use that vocabulary. Because somewhere what happened that we don't know how to use it. We know the
yes,
vocabulary word, but uh, like mostly what happens that we don't know how to use that vocabulary in our communication skill or our daily uses. So that in that case we have to make more and more sentences, and we have to be comfortable or familiar with that vocabulary word. So in this way we can learn, and we are not in a hurry, I can say that. Don't in a
yes,
hustle, that whenever you are learning something, anything or any skill, so take it easy, take every day one step, and then you will uh, do it in a proper way. Yeah.
yes. I think it's
Okay.
a depend on
Suraj, my next, yeah, sorry.
I'm saying that it's a depend upon the class of the learners. That, I mean, class means in which category you are, whether you feel that you are not comfortable with your vocabulary, your grammars, your pronunciations. I mean, in my case now I have been grappling with my pronunciation, so I've been working on that.
Yeah.
Yes, those who are beginning at the vocabulary, so they can work on that. Because like, yes, it's about right things that when we don't have the such a kind of the words which are very compliance with the particular things, particular situation, so it's become very uncomfortable to talk on the particular topic, and we start
Yeah.
by blinking.
So the
Yes,
pronunciation is must.
yes,
Pronunciation is must. Whenever you are speaking to anyone, so the main thing is that you have to be clear. What happens if you think that, okay, I'm speaking and my pronunciation is not up to the mark, and okay, I pronounce a word not in a better manner, so you will be feel hesitation, you will feel low at that time. Okay, now I'm not feeling better with a word. So pronunciation is must. Vocabulary, that's good, but pronunciation, like I can give you example. If you are sure and sir is not clear, so how will you speak? Like the girl's name is Sheila, and you will pronounce Sheila. So the next person, she will like, oh my God, my name is Sheila, and he or she is pronouncing me as a Sheila. So this is the thing that we should clear about pronunciation. So definitely it will come with practice.
yes. But those who don't have the much knowledge about the, I mean, vocabulary, so they should work on the vocabulary, not the pronunciation, because pronunciation is the latter part, not the former part.
But I don't think so that this is a latter part. whenever we are learning English, so we have to be focused on two, three sides like vocabulary, pronunciation, intonation as well. Okay, and
Yes.
sentence structure. Then it will look, or I can say that it will quench good. And this is the beauty. I can say that this is the beauty of language, because speaking English is not a big deal. So many people are speaking nowadays in English, but the thing is that the pronunciation is not clear whenever they are speaking. So the next person is not able to understand what are they speaking. So this is the main thing whenever you are learning. So give your 100% to all the parts, that I have to speak in a proper way, good vocabulary. The thing is, like sometimes you can compromise with vocabulary. If you have a word, you can use good instead of gorgeous. But when you don't have pronunciation, how will you manage it? You know,
Yes.
like
I mean,
I have a one example for you. Like one person, if the word is in short, okay, and we are pronouncing like insert. So who will watch our video? So that person, how that person will learn from us?
yes.
Pronunciation.
Right. Yes,
Yeah,
but I think the pronunciation level is very different from country to country. I mean, I was watching a podcast that was from the USA, so that another person was from the UK. So what pronunciation level and their accent was totally different from each other. It's like in our case as an Indian, our accent is completely different from the USA and UK. So I think everyone so develop their own accent and own level of the pronunciation, intuitions, and I mean the tone.
yeah. There is nothing more difference between UK and USA. Yeah, they are. But in India, earlier we used to speak in UK accent, British accent. But nowadays, what is happening? People are speaking in American accent as well. So that's why, like, there is a word we have learned that word often, OFTEN. But nowadays, often. So often is in American accent, and another word is that schedule. Nowadays, what is it? Schedule. So both are correct. That
Yes, yes,
if we
correct.
will speak like schedule or schedule, both are correct. That depends on us, that what we are learning. So if we know both the accents, so it will be good for us. What do you think about
Yes,
it?
right. Yes, but it's depend upon like in which situation you are. I mean, because I feel that I have to develop my own zone. I don't have to copy and replicate to someone else. Doesn't mean because sometimes it's happened that people say that your accent is not up to the mark. You should develop like that kind of the category. USA. I think we are not like that. Everyone has their own tone to say something. In my case, I speak very slowly, but try to speak loudly. I don't like to speak so quickly, just like that. And when we speak quickly, so sometimes it's happened that although we are speaking the correct word in pronunciation way, but it may be the go wrong.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because, uh,
Yes.
like taking pause in between, and fluency means it doesn't mean that you are speaking at least one paragraph in 1 minute. No, that is not a fluency. Fluency means that you can make them understand what are you speaking. So if you are speaking one paragraph in a 1 minute, and the next person is not able to understand you, so it doesn't mean that you are a good speaker. No.
Yes.
So you should be equal and take a pause in between. And like earlier, uh, I can say about myself that earlier I used to speak in a very fast manner. So whenever I speak in Hindi as well, so I'm like speak fast. So in Hindi, I didn't realize that I'm speaking in a fast way. But when it comes to speak in English, so I realized that okay, so I have to take pause, because in the next person, that person is not understanding what I'm saying. So what is the meaning of speaking? What is the meaning of conversing that person? So this is must.
Yes.
You should know how you can speak.
Yes, in fact, I was taking a session with a tutor, so she told me that fluency is not mean you are speaking in such a way other person is not getting your sense. Fluency means that you
Yeah,
speaking in the way other person your is very comfortable with you. You do not need to show to someone else that you are speaking so quickly and other person is not getting what you are trying to say. Fluency means that having very smooth conversation with the two person, two and more than two.
yeah. Yes, definitely it is.
Yes.
It is. So I consider it as the best language that we can learn. Not only English, we can learn so many things. As like now, I am from Himachal, so now I am residing in Punjab. So you know about the Punjab. So Punjabi is compulsory. Most of the people, they are speaking in typical Punjabi. So if I
Yes.
speak, okay, so the elder one they can manage, but the older one they can't manage in with Hindi. They are not able to understand Hindi and all the stuff. So I have to learn Punjabi as well. That how can I speak with them? How can I make them understand what I'm saying? If I will not learn Punjabi, so how can I survive here? So this is not only for
Yes.
the English language. This is for all the language that wherever we are staying, we are living there. So we have to be uh, like indulge ourselves there. Okay. So yeah,
Right.
Raj, this is the best conversation with you. So end of the conversation, do you want to give any final tip to our call learners who are just pondering about learning English, but they are not taking
Yes.
any steps for themselves?
Yes. Right, right. Actually, last but not the least, I think the consistency is the something which make a man perfect. Practicing, practicing, practicing is the only way to have the fluency or to have the good command of this language. This is the last word.
Yeah, consistency and practice is must, but the thing is that how are you practicing? That is must, because if you are practicing every day and you are consistent about your learning, but you don't know how to learn this language, you are learning in a wrong way. So doesn't matter that you will learn, you will take 3 months, 6 months. So it should be clear that whenever you are practicing, so it should be right practice. That okay, the word
Yes.
pronunciation is okay, right pronunciation I am doing, so like this type of stuff. Otherwise, um, practice as much as you can, and consistency is the key of success. So definitely if you will start your journey, so you will reach to your goal. So yeah, so nice to talk to you,
Yes.
and thank you for giving me your valuable time, Raj.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Raj.